Okay dah.
Dah rakam eh? Okay. Assalamualaikum and good morning to everyone. So for today's forum, we will discuss regarding the cryptocurrency in Malaysia as a legal tender. So right now we have Datuk Wira Abdul Rahman from JP Morgan Malaysia, and then we also have Datuk Aiman Razwan from Luno Malaysia, and then we have Tan Sri Faris Uzaimi, analyst from Khazanah Research Institute, and we have me, that is becoming a regulator from Bank Negara Malaysia. So we will discuss regarding the currency. So maybe we can give all of you can give opening remarks, starting from Datuk Rahman.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh and good morning for everyone. My name is Rahman. Okay, it's a pleasure for me to join this forum. Actually, thank you to Amar as the moderator for inviting me. I'm just a humble investor, so if you guys have any question, just ask. Maybe if I can answer it, I try my best. Maybe that's all for me.
Okay, thank you, Datuk. So next.
Okay, so Assalamualaikum and good morning everyone. So as you know, my name is Mama Iman, and it is pleasure for me to be here and join this insightful conversation regarding the cryptocurrencies. So as someone who follow the trend or the evolution of the digital asset, I could say that this asset or cryptocurrencies has rapidly moved from the niche technology into the serious asset classes that are reshaping the financial landscape today. So I look forward to sharing my thought regarding these matters and also listening from the other perspective as well. So I think that's all for me.
Okay, my name is Muhammad Faris Azim. Okay, thank you for having me here. So I'm as an analyst. Regarding to the topic, I think yes, Bitcoin also is the one of the currently used like an indicator for transaction and so on during this period. So I think as the analyst, I will explain more into the usage of the currency nowadays lah. Okay, I think that's all from me.
Okay, so before we start the forum, may I ask to the audience, who has the portfolio in cryptocurrency? Okay, how many? Thousands? Hundred thousands? Millions? Billions? Okay, a great portfolio by the way. So let me just tell a brief summary regarding the cryptocurrency development in Malaysia. So over the past 10 years, Malaysia has progressed steadily in cryptocurrency regulation. So back then, Bank Negara Malaysia warning that cryptocurrency isn't a legal tender. So after the anti-money laundering rules were introduced in 2018, followed by the SC recognition for cryptocurrency recognized as digital asset. So lots of platforms with the like of Luno and also Tokenize grant the licensing to have the legal crypto trading. So since the public adoption has grown, especially youth that invest in crypto, there's need more emphasis on the strong financial literacy regarding the cryptocurrency approach as well as the Sharia compliance. So I think that's a brief summary regarding the cryptocurrency. So let's move to the first question. So to Dato' Rahman, is Bitcoin viable as the official currency in Malaysia?
Alright, good answer by moderator, Mr. Amar. Alright, is Bitcoin viable as an official currency in Malaysia, right? Okay, imagine a world money is not controlled by bank or by government, but it is controlled by code. Amazing, right? Like there is no strict, not too strict regulation and the volatility, but as you can see, it is not what it is happen now, because still the government and bank is still control the currency. But that is what Bitcoin promised to us if we make it as the currency nowadays. So, but can Bitcoin really function as a currency? To answer that question, let's first answer what currency is. Right? Okay. First is currency is a standardized tools for exchange, which is currency is a standardized tools for exchange that have to fulfill all the 6 key characteristics, which is the first is durability, portability, divisibility, uniformity, limited supply, and acceptability. Alright, let's go further into the characteristic in Bitcoin. Okay, first of all, the durability. Bitcoin really is a very durable platform, which, as you know, it has a digital nature, which make it more durable than the currency we use nowadays. And for portability, as you know, you can transfer globally within just a minute with any platform that is legal to use for cryptocurrency. Then divisibility, so you can even transfer 0.01 of every coin or when you want on every cryptocurrency, especially Bitcoin. Next is uniformity. That's where you can see at the stock market, the price itself, it is uniform. Now is, I'm not mistaken, is $103,000 US dollars. And lastly is limited supply, which is Bitcoin only supply 21 million of their coin, and that's what make the inflation is more stable than the currency we use nowadays, which is easily to like print it or fake it. Alright, so what makes, this is the catch of the question, why is Bitcoin cannot be the currency nowadays, is because it is lack of the last characteristic, which is acceptability. So the acceptability nowadays is really low, especially in Malaysia. In East Asia, if I'm not mistaken, only Singapore that really legalized the use of Bitcoin, especially in legal transaction. But let's go through why acceptability is the main drawbacks of Bitcoin being a official currency in Malaysia. So first of all is, if you guys notice, Bitcoin volatility is very high. In a minute it can be 160 and then it go down until 100K. It even can go as low as 60K. It means that the volatility is uncontrollable. So that is the main cause where it is not really acceptable for most of people. Next is the scalability, which is on a peak time, the transaction fees will go pretty high, and also the system will go down really. The system will go down really bad, so it make it hard for users to scale it really well. And lastly, is the regulation. This actually is being monetized by the government right now. They are trying to solve this problem as soon as possible to make Malaysia so that Malaysia can use cryptocurrency just like how Singapore is right now. So I think that's answer the question on is cryptocurrency Bitcoin can be an official currency in Malaysia. Thank you.
Okay, thank you so much, Rahman, for the comprehensive explanation. So from next question, in terms of the industry expert point of view, so what risk and benefit come with crypto adoption in terms of national economics? So maybe Dr. Aiman, can you?
Alright, so thank you moderator for the questions. So as a experienced industry expert, I have had the opportunity to observe how different country adopting this digital asset, and I could say that this asset offer both opportunity and also challenges for national economies. And let's begin with the benefit first. First, it is helpful with the financial inclusion because in many parts of the world, especially in the developing areas, millions of the people remain still outside from the formal banking, which means that not every countries have their own strong banking system. So maybe through the adopting of the cryptocurrencies, it maybe become the tool for these people to access the transaction. And the second, it also provide the faster and also cheaper payment, which means that as we know, cryptocurrency line cross border the transaction because it cutting out the middleman, and also this help to reduce the cost regarding the transaction fees. And this is especially impactful for the remittances, where every percentage point save make a real difference for the people life. And last but not least, I could say that this adoption may improve the transparency, especially for the payment or transaction, because every transaction that happen or made by the blockchain, because it cannot be changed, and this transaction will be safe and will be recorded, because as we know that blockchain have their own mechanism, which each block has a connection with the other block, and this help to fight with the corruption and also make it easier to track where the money is going, especially for the public spending. And let's move for the drawback also. And one of the major concern is the regulatory uncertainties. As far I know that most of the countries not have a clear guideline or rule regarding this crypto yet, and this might have going concern and create the confusion, because it can lead to the scam or fraud that can happen or take place in this area. And another is that government could lose control over their money system, which means that if a lot of people stop using the national currencies, let's say in the Malaysia we stop using the ringgit and start using the cryptocurrency as a transaction, so it might harder for the government to manage the inflation or interest rate or the overall economy. And last but not least, before I end my speech, I could say that we also have to recognize the crypto also can be used in the wrong way. Even most of people use it in the legal way, but there are also some platform that offer allows its user to be anonymous, and this might allow for the, maybe we can say that money laundering happen, and also there also can be tax evasion, which means that some people will avoid to pay the tax, and it also lead to the illegal transaction. So as far I concerned that if we want to adopt this cryptocurrency as the legal tender, we need to know how to manage the cryptocurrency in the proper way. So I think that's all from me.
Thank you so much, Aiman. So, what a comprehensive and full explanation. So, just a fun fact. Back in 2019, the first platform that's been recognized by the Securities Commission as to open as a official exchange is Luno Malaysia back in 2019. So this is a fun fact lah. So we move to the third question, I think. So what is the main reason Bitcoin is not yet viable as a legal tender? Perhaps from the
Okay, thank you, Mr. Moderator. I will explain to you with my point of view as an analyst. So, as an analyst, we are always using the data trend and the real world fact about the Bitcoin. So, as we know, Bitcoins nowadays, we can see Bitcoin is most popular among the other currency, and the value is, if I'm not mistaken, is the highest among the other currency too. But even though it's higher than the other, but the price is still volatile, and but like Rahman said, so it made the people not trust to use as the everyday transaction. So the cost of the stable in price, I think is not reliable for people to use for their daily transaction, even though for the investment itself, people nowadays invest in Bitcoin for their investment. It still do a very high precautions for them to manage their portfolio, for avoiding the losses, because the price will very fluctuate. For one day, the Bitcoin price can be spike too high, and at the same day also they will go down badly. So I think that is the reason why it's not reliable to use for the daily transaction. I think that's all from me.
Thank you so much. So I think we can move to the last question, which is how is the current growing intersection of digital assets and monetary policy? So we cover the part of in terms of Malaysian and ASEAN context lah. So first and foremost, for Malaysia's approach, Bank Negara Malaysia does not recognize Bitcoin or crypto as a legal tender. They remain cautious and also focusing instead on the central bank digital currencies (CBDCs). So, for example, is Project Dunbar (DUNBAR), so which is a joint initiative with Singapore, Australia, and also South Africa to explore cross-border CBDC platforms in order to allow faster, cheaper, and also safer cross-border payments using the CBDC, central bank digital currencies. So we are preparing for digital finance, but in more controlled and also regulated way. Next, in terms of the ASEAN context, ASEAN countries are taking different approaches. Like us, we are taking a more safer approach. Instead, Singapore is a very pro-crypto country with a licensing system under the Monetary Authority of Singapore. Meanwhile, for Indonesia, they allow crypto as a tradable commodity, not as a method of payment exchange. Meanwhile, Thailand requires crypto platforms to register and also follow the anti-money laundering rules. Despite these differences, the project Dunbar proves there's a regional cooperation to modernize cross-border payments, and also to act some in terms of global. So central banks like in Australia are piloting the CBDC. So institutions like IMF or World Bank urge countries to build strong policies that balance innovation and also financial stability. So this just a brief conclusion. Cryptocurrency offers benefits like financial inclusion and innovation, but faces challenges such as limited acceptance and volatility. So moving forward, balanced regulation is key to harnessing digital assets responsibly. So that's all from me. I would like to receive a Q&A. Thank you so much.
Assalamualaikum and good morning to Datuk and Tan Sri in front.
Thank you, Tan Sri.
Alright, my question is very simple. Do Malaysians have to pay tax on profits made from trading on cryptocurrency? Thank you.
If I'm not mistaken, in Malaysia, people not paying tax for the profit of their trading, and based on my knowledge lah, based on the profit of the people trading, people not pay their tax because I think because is it for personal. I think that's all.
There is no tax on profit there, as far as I know. But there is tax on there is fee on the service charge on the transaction of the cryptocurrency. I think that's all, and it's also come with the broker's fee. I think that's all.
Okay, so maybe the tax right now will not implement, but in the future, if you currently know that most of the things are currently being taxed, including the fruits, so perhaps for the trading is in the future will also be include tax lah. Looking at how the government imply the policies right now. So, any more questions from the group? Okay, thank you.